Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in again. In today's video, we are going to be installing another one of the products from Z1 Off-Road. This is their rear seat storage container. It basically either you can put it in if you don't have one, or it replaces the crappy plastic one that they got in the truck, which I'll show you in a minute. But basically, this is what you're looking at. It's all aluminum, powder coated black, so it's nice and light, but it's strong and durable. Now, hardware wise, all you need is this one pack. You got 6 little bolts in there. They're 10mm. That's all you're going to need to put this on. Now, you got 2 options for this thing. You can leave it just as it sits like this and have a wide open space, or they send this little middle portion, which if you look here, you got 1, 2, 3, and 4, which are your 2 holes there and 2 holes there. And then with 4 of those bolts that are included, this thing bolts right onto there, and you got a center divider. So when you look, you kind of have under your passenger seat, and this would be under the middle seat in the back of your truck. So we will bolt that on because I'm going to put that on mine, but you don't have to. Another thing to keep in mind is it's built similar to a MOLLE panel, the one side and then the corner, and of course the center portion. So if you're putting something on here, you can bolt it down if you don't want something rattling around, and maybe if you're going off some bumps and stuff in the road, something that you don't want bouncing around, you always have an option to mount it onto the truck or onto the side here so you don't have stuff rattling. As for these holes in the middle, this is actually built to put a ARB compressor on. You can bolt it under the seat, it fits, and then if you look here, you got a cutout for your air chuck and a cutout for the on-off switch. So it's built specifically to mount your ARB on there, which is super cool. It'd be hidden under your seat, and then again it would be wired away, and when you open the door, which is right here, you have your on-off switch and a place to hook up your hose. So again, super simple. And then other than that, if you come to the side here, you got the nice Z1 Off-Road logo there as well, so people know what you're packing. But other than this, that is pretty much as easy as it gets to install. 4 bolts there, and it'll be 2 down into the truck, which you'll see here in a second. All right, so moving into the truck, now you can see this thing it's not horrible, this storage, but the way they have it, it's super thick plastic. It kind of sweeps on an angle towards the middle. So really all I got in here is a little lantern and a snow brush plus my hose for my ARB compressor, and it basically fills the whole thing up, and you still got to tuck everything inside. So easy, super easy actually to get this out. First, we'll just clean all this stuff out of the way. All right, so now that it's empty, you can kind of see what I mean. It slopes down towards the middle. This is super thick, like that's probably 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches even thick. Lots of wasted space. You can fit your hand under there even. So we're just gonna eliminate this thing altogether, and to do that is super simple. You look at these little twist screws here. You don't need tools or anything, just your fingers. You can see it lines up with the 2 little notches there, kind of with this portion. You just want to turn it. You'll get a click, click, and a click, and now you can see they're loose. It's just little push tabs like that. Wiggle them out, throw them in the middle, and just like that, she's out. All right, so here we go. Got them side by side, and you can see now how much of a difference you're going to gain with this one over your stock little plastic junk that comes in the truck. Way more room. You can see this comes out. You'll see why in a minute. It'll kind of go up where the seat is. And again, like I said, 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to put the center divide on, suck down the 2 on the side first. It'll push it in because you can't see it now that it's done, but under here these ones are notched slightly, so it's like this instead of just a solid drilled hole, so that you can line it up. So you want it to go tight up against this part because you can see it steps up slightly. If you look like that, you got about 1.5 inch step, so you want it to be pulled in tight before you pull it all down. And then fitment wise, as for everything with Z1, is awesome. You put this center portion on and it comes up exactly to the tip top of the wall there on the end. So now to put this in, I'll show you like this because it's a little bit dark in the truck. This hole and that hole, the 2 outside ones, will be your last 2 bolts, and keep in mind it is a 10mm. So we'll go drop this in the truck, and it's as easy as just screwing those two down and you're installed. All right, so now looking in the truck where the the three plastic screws were, they kind of popped in there and then they turned sideways and locked in like that. Beside there, if you look right here, is another threaded hole. So you got one there, one in the center one, and the far one actually doesn't have anything. It's just a hole, so you don't have to worry about bolting that down, which is why you only will have 2 bolts left over. So now it's as easy as just pulling that over, then just look in the holes, try to find your sweet spot, which maybe you can see it in there, lines up right there. Get it started just by hand. Again, you look in the second one, and keep in mind it's a little bit slotted, so if your truck is not 100% square, you're still going to be able to get this thing in. So we'll go in, put these in, 10mm ratchet, tighten it all down, and your install is complete. And there you go. Everything is installed, everything's down. You can see, hopefully just by looking at this is all the same stuff that was in the plastic one. And I even put in what was underneath this hose was my cable for the winch. It fits in the middle, still got space there. Everything here fits in the first one or the outer one. Tons of space in here still, super high. Now another thing to note, keep in mind, I do have the fender system, so I got my subwoofer there. It fits in with the subwoofer, and we have the off-road mats, which are tied up against the side, but again, it does all fit in here. Super nice. And then of course, when you flip the seats down, like so, everything goes down, it's locked in place, and it's all tucked away in there. And now again, if you have the ARB compressor, you can get this as a combo from these guys if you want. It'll come with the storage bin here. This will be your air check, and this will be your on-off switch if you have it mounted under here. And it's just hidden out of sight, out of mind, keeps the truck nice and clean. And again, the seat does go down, and just so you can see, I'm pulling up, it is actually locked in place. It all fits perfect. There you have it, guys, another install done. Go check this out. You can pick it up, Z1 Off-Road. I'll drop the link in the description and in the comments if you want to pick one up for yourself. But just makes the rear storage on these things so much better. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe, share with your friends. Let me know what you think. If you want to see something else, drop a comment down below. I'll see what I can do. This was one of the ones that a lot of people were asking about, so I figured let's go put it in the truck, show you guys how it fits and how it works, if you want to spend your hard-earned dollars on it. So again, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching this video. Hopefully we catch you in another one.